Also, hi, good morning. I've just woken up. Today I'm participating in the 24-hour challenge for a digital detox created by Bonne. I've done it last year. It went very well, so I decided to do it again this year. Last night, before I went to bed, I turned off my cell phone, I turned off my computer to make sure that I do not even get the slightest temptation. And to be honest with you, last year I came into it with no expectations, and I came into the challenge very prepared, so it went super well. Today, I'm not sure how it's gonna go. I don't necessarily have a strategy today, so I'm just gonna go with the flow. But I feel like it is important to take this time and this day to do a digital detox. For starters, I work in social media, so by default, I'm always on my phone, always on my computer, I'm always connected, and I really felt like I needed this digital detox because it has become, I didn't want to say toxic, but it's probably become toxic in the last couple of months. And obviously this is what I do for work, but today I'm not working, I'm not connecting, I'm quite literally disconnecting myself from the world, and I'm taking this day to start fresh, start new. So I'm using this day as a fresh start. So let's get this digital detox day started. So my plan for this morning, or what is left of this morning, is finishing getting ready slowly. I don't want to be rushed here. There's no need. And then I'm gonna journal and read, and then depending on what time it is, I'll readjust and come up with an actual plan for the rest of the day. But for now, let's just take it slow. There's no need to rush, and just enjoy. Let me try something. Well, this is the hair that I'll be dealing with today. I sincerely thought that today the time was gonna go by very slowly because I would be looking for stuff to do, but I gotta say, it's already pretty, I don't wanna say late, but it's already time for me to have lunch. So I wanted to plan my afternoon, but I don't know if it's going to be necessary. You know what? Let's go with the flow. I know I said it for this morning, but I feel like it's just gonna be the mood of the day. Just being present, being mindful, being in the moment, but also going with the flow and doing what I feel like doing. And right now I feel like eating. So let's do that. That's what I'm having for lunch today, and I feel like it's going to be the most challenging part, just like last year, because I'm used to sitting down in front of the TV while eating. So I'm not going to be able to do that today. It's going to be me, my thoughts, and my food. But that's actually something I should do more often, is I should sit down with my food and enjoy it, and not just like numb my brain and watching something just because, you know, sometimes it's a habit. I don't even think of it. It's just like, it comes naturally to me to just sit down and watch something. But yeah, let's enjoy this time of peace and serenity. It's the time of the day where we're getting creative because we have no other choice. If you haven't seen it already, I uploaded a video talking about the daily, weekly, monthly habits that I wanted to implement in my life in order to become the best version of myself. And so I will be creating this afternoon the template with all of these habits in a habit tracker in a journal. And I'm gonna get creative with it. I'm gonna use some color codes, some cute little boxes, and I don't know. I'm just gonna get creative with it. And my sister is also doing this challenge with me today, and she will be doing some clay work. She will be...
For the first time in my life.
Yep. So we're gonna set a little mood for herself. We're gonna play some music on a record player. We're gonna light up some candles and just enjoy this little time together. Some quality time with no screen, no distraction, just us together. Like the good old times.
Yeah.
It is 4 p.m. and I want to go outside and go on a walk before it's too dark because the sun is setting around 5 nowadays. So I want to do that. And typically when I would go on a walk, I would listen to a podcast or listen to some music. But now it's just going to be... I'm just going to go outside and enjoy the fresh air on my face and in my lungs. And just think about life. So... let's go on this mindful... Actually, I really enjoy mindful walking. That's something I've tried to do more actively. So instead of just naturally grabbing a pair of headphones and bringing them with me on a walk to listen to something, I want to walk more presently. So today is the great opportunity to apply that. I actually thought it was going to be a little bit colder. No, the weather is still pretty nice. It's a little chilly, but it's bearable, you know. Look at the sky, it's so pretty. If I'm lucky, I might be able to catch the sunset. Let's go on an adventure and chase the sunset. I'm having a little bittersweet moment because they're playing music in the street, and it's the music of a popular band in Quebec whose singer just died of cancer. So it's a little sad, but the music is just so good, and it made me think of those little things that we leave behind when we die. And to think that one day I'll be dead, but there are going to be videos of me on the internet for people to look back at, and it kind of warms my heart and makes me smile to know that one day I might have children and they're gonna have this footage to look back at, or family or friends. And yeah, it's special. It's weird, but it's special. It's a privilege that we have to be able to document our lives like that and to leave a little trace of our existence on this earth. So just a little walk thought I had. I'm gonna carry on with my sunset chase. I doubt I'm gonna find it because it's pretty cloudy. home sweet home. No sunset, but great walking thoughts. I'm gonna help my sister do some clay stuff, or maybe I'm not gonna help, but I'm gonna try. I just finished doing the dishes, and I gotta say, doing the dishes with no music, no podcast is deadly. The silence was loud, but my sister and I played a little game to like entertain ourselves while she was eating and while I was doing the dishes. So, you know, I think that's one thing we did today is we got creative because we had no other choice. It's 8:30 p.m. I feel like the time just like flew by so quickly today. There were things that I wanted to get done, one of which was the dishes, so that's done. I have done some laundry yesterday, so I need to fold some clothes, but honestly, I'm just very tired. And I feel like I'm gonna just end the day pretty soon while reading. I don't know what I had in mind exactly, but I felt like today was gonna be one of those days where I would have been more productive. And I did get some tasks done and completed, so I'm very happy about that. And I feel like I was more in the moment and I was being more present and mindful. And I really enjoyed that. But to be honest, I expected to be more, I don't know, I guess more productive, for a lack of a better word. Though I will say that I feel a little less exhausted than I normally would after like having a screen in my face for a whole entire day. I feel like my eyes are less tired and my skin is less crispy, if that makes sense. Usually around like 5 or 6, I just feel this tension in my face and I feel like my eyes are swollen and red and itchy. Now I feel normal. And I also thought I'd be more tempted to reach for my phone or for my computer. The times where I would have reached for it was to like research some inspiration or research some information, but it was not necessarily because I wanted to see what people were up to or looking at my emails or looking at my DMs. It was more like out of wanting to have access to instant information, but not in a social aspect. So I guess that's good. And then lastly, I'd say that the thing that was the most enjoyable out of this whole day was that I got to enjoy my food differently. It just tasted so much better, and I got to actually sit down and look at my plate and look at what I was eating and taking the time to savor the ingredients. Whereas normally I would just like sit down in front of the TV and catch up with one of my favorite shows and not notice all of the flavors and listen to my body as well, feeling satisfied and satiated. Is that a word? It's a word in French, so yeah. I guess satisfied. So I'd say that that is something that I want to take with me. That's like a key learning from today that I want to implement in my everyday life. It's probably going to be easier said than done because I've had this habit of watching something while I was eating for several years now, ever since I moved out of my parents' house. I don't know how that's going to go. I'm probably... Because that's the thing also. Usually when I have lunch and dinner, those are the moments that I take to cool down. And one of the ways that I like to cool down is just to watch something that I like. Whether that's a movie, that's a podcast, that's a YouTube video, that's a series. I just like to take that time and get entertained with something more slow paced. But again, oddly enough, what would happen is because
what I'm watching is slow paced, I would reach for my phone and look at TikToks, for example. So I was just like, I always have my phone in reach. I always have it with me in case I need to look up info, answer to an email, answering DMs, commenting on something, getting entertained, or having access to pretty much the whole world. And it's kind of scary. Now that I'm not in it, I'm wondering how I'm going on with my day, being bombarded with information and always being present digitally. It's, yeah. Anyway, so from now on, and that's actually something I've been doing for a few weeks now, but today just reinforced that whole thing and how important it is to me that the first and last hour of my day will be cell phone free moments or screen free moments. So no cell phone, no computer, no TV, 1 hour upon waking and 1 hour before going to bed. And honestly, it can only be beneficial for my whole being. I was gonna say for my mental health, but actually for my physical health and just for my overall well-being. I think I've rambled enough, so now I'm just gonna enjoy some gluten-free brownies. Let's end this day positively by completing the few little tasks that are left on my to-do list, my non-official to-do list, and enjoy what's left of my digital detox day. I'm finishing off today the same way I started the day, which is skincare. It's almost 10 p.m. and I feel very tired. Oddly enough, I feel like I haven't done anything super intense to make me feel this tired, but I think it's probably just a buildup of the last few days, and I need to rest because tomorrow is the beginning of a new week and I need to be top shape. I need to deliver. Overall, today was a really eye-opening day. It made me feel very much present and aware, and it made me think a lot. It made me reflect on my presence on social media and just my presence on this earth as a human being. Wow, that sounded way too deep for what this is, but still, I'm actually very happy that I took the time today to do this digital detox, and it's probably something I might actually just do once in a while, here and there, when I feel like it, when I feel like I need to take a break of being connected all the time. So on that lovely note, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. I truly, truly, truly mean it. Hopefully I have made a little difference in your day today. If you would like to make a difference in mine, you know what to do. And I'm going to wish you Bonne journée.